Caesar and Cleopatra. Population of 1,000, 15 rough cottages. I think we should be able to do this one real quick. We'll see what the gimmick is here, shall we?
The indelicate grasp of the Roman Empire grows stronger and reaches farther with each passing day. Even the deadly political power struggles of Rome have reached our land. With the recent assassination of Pompey on the shores of Egypt, Julius Caesar now has complete control of Rome's mighty legions and has cast his eyes upon the riches of Egypt and upon the beauty of our beguiling Pharaoh, Cleopatra VII, daughter of Ptolemy XII, Auletes. Our clever leader is not easily outdone on the battlefield of wits, however. If Caesar desires to use her as a means to further Rome's influence in Egypt, so too does she plan to employ him as an instrument of maintaining the dynastic power of our great land. Caesar's arrival in Alexandria with his unpopular Romans has sparked an uprising among its independent-minded citizens. An unruly mob, egged on by Cleopatra's younger brother Ptolemy XIII, has cornered Caesar and his men in the
This is a lot of dialogue for a mission that doesn't seem to have very complicated win conditions.
In a bid to keep his seaward escape route open, Caesar burned the Egyptian fleet as it lay at anchor in Alexandria's harbor. Unfortunately, the conflagration spread to some shoreline warehouses, burning great quantities of papyrus scrolls belonging to the Great Library. To break the trap in which he now finds himself, Caesar has summoned the loyal Mithridates and his troops from Syria to effect his rescue. After successfully storming the border fortress of Michdol, Mithridates has force-marched his men around the apex of the Nile Delta.
No, I won't be able to pronounce that.
From the southeast. The lead elements of his force are currently encamped on the outskirts of the small village of Maritis, on the eastern shore of Lake Mariut, preparing for the final leg of their journey. The baleful Ptolemy XIII has learned of the approach of these reinforcements. In response, he has marched the bulk of his more numerous army southeastward out of Alexandria. A decisive battle on the eastern shore of Lake Mariut is about to ensue. Can you, commanding Mithridates' Roman legions, defeat Ptolemy's rebellious Egyptian army and break through to Caesar and Cleopatra in Alexandria? Their fate rests in your hands.
Okay. Let's see what we have going on for us here. Alright, well, we have some boys. That's pretty neat. I like a group of boys. We got our meager shanties here. We got our rough cottage. We just need some food and some entertainment. I'm not seeing how this is a challenge game. Is it because we have 3,000 gold? I know you guys can't see me squinting at my monitor, but I'm squinting at my monitor. Very, very much so. Okay. Well, let's build a couple booths. And a juggler school. Let's work on desirability. And the gods. Yes? Who's our patron god? Is it Ra? It's Fatah. Okay, so let's build a second temple to Ptah. Or I guess it's a third temple to Ptah. Either way, we need an extra temple to Ptah. Egyptian army will approach in a month. Okay. That's fair. Also, I did a goof. I should have put a roadblock there. We even put more houses in here. That is a lot of soldiers. That's a lot of chariots. Also, these are Roman soldiers. That's kind of neat. Huh. Nice. Are they all Roman soldiers? Not gonna build anything else. I didn't actually notice that, but yeah, those are different soldiers. Huh. That's pretty neat. But yeah, don't we just win this? Like, we just win this, right? What else do we need? 25 prosperity. No, not prosperity. Anything but prosperity. Alright, well, I have a solution to that. How many unemployed pops do we have? I have no idea. The answer is work camps. I don't have Reed's game. I know you have like high expectations for me, but I don't have Reeds. I could get Reeds. There we go. We don't. I don't even think we have a granary. Hold on. Oh no, yeah, we do have a granary. I'm just dumb. Right there. 42% unemployment? Well, let's build a recruiter. Let's run out of money. That way Pharaoh can give us more. Oh, thank you, game. I appreciate it. I appreciate the extra money. I feel like we just need to solve our unemployment problem and we're good. And maybe build a physician. Like, surely this can't be it, right? Also, we may just go bankrupt. I'm not gonna lie. We may just go bankrupt. I know I said this was going to be super easy, but I'm a little bit concerned that we may just, like, go bankrupt here. Because I wasn't really planning on it taking this long. Huh. Interesting. Well, one thing that we could do is sell reeds. Let's do it. Let's sell reeds. Nope. Pushed the wrong button there. There we go. We have donated our reeds. Okay, so I think that these units are just reskinned. Because even though we built a new archer thing, this guy here, it's showing off as like the Roman archers. Either way, it's fine. Also, this is really dumb. We should be selling papyrus. We should be selling papyrus and not reeds. Oh, 900 pottery. I'll take that. Yeah. I'll take 900 pottery. That'll help my prosperity. Last year, my city lost money. Yeah, well, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, let's build papyrus makers. I probably should have done that from the start. I need to take this mission more seriously. I need to stop being dumb. Weapons? Alright, well, we'll accept some weapons, too. That's okay. Could probably have sold the pottery, but this is fine too. I don't really think we need super high level houses. I mean, we don't need super high level houses to get 25 prosperity. So this is an interesting little mission. We basically have to like fulfill the kingdom requests, and they'll give us stuff to, you know, replenish our armies from. That's kind of neat. I don't really know if it has much longevity, but, you know. We'll do 50-50 on the papyrus and reeds. Ah, the classic blunder. I should have just focused on, you know, the basics of founding a city instead of being like, ha ha ha, this game will be super easy. I mean, it's still gonna be super simple, I think. But, yeah. Send troops to Alexandria to battle a foe, huh? I can do that. On a water route? I don't have any woodcutters. I don't have any wood. I have some bad news for you, game. That's not happening. That's not happening, and I ran out of food. Although I think that's only going to be a temporary setback. I think it's only going to be a temporary setback. Yeah. It's fine. We only need 1,000 people. We don't need any more. Alright, how does our prosperity look? We're broke, so, you know. Here, let's just kind of fast forward through the game a little bit. I know, it's a strange and alien experience, me just fast-forwarding through the game. I still don't have a way to get wood, buddy. I'm sorry. I know you expected more from me, but that's not happening. It's the trader's life for them. We're really not making a lot of money on that papyrus, are we? Guess maybe we need more papyrus makers? I mean, the problem is that we're in debt, so we need to make money. I'm guessing the game wanted us to import the wood. No, we probably... Probably not at this point. I was gonna say we could probably get the wood to do that real quick, but I'm not gonna try it. 600 papyrus? Sure. I mean, I'm dirt broke, but sure. There we go. More pottery. It's not really what I need, game. I need money. Yeah, I think this would be a lot easier if I just built papyrus makers at the start. If I was just a responsible city leader, this wouldn't be happening. Alright, let's get more responsible, shall we? These are not going to be efficient at all. But that's okay. I basically just need to make money at this point. Egyptian army is approaching in 6 months. 700 food? I can try. It's probably gonna take 7 months just to get that 700 food. Always make your export industries first. Tana, I wasn't expecting the mission to take this long. But no, you're absolutely correct. Instead of making fun of the game, instead of making fun of the mission, I should have just approached it like any other mission. And this is the exact same mistake I made the last time. And that's why we're here right now, instead of finishing the mission, which we should have done already. Also, get wrecked, Egypt. There we go. Either way, we should be okay. Yeah, we should be fine now. We just gotta bump that prosperity up for a few months, and we'll be good to go. What's north? I don't know. Alaska? Farmland? More reeds? No, it's meadows. Yeah. They don't want to make it the mission that easy. Yeah. Wow. I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest. That was still. That was still a thing.
The siege has been lifted, and Cleopatra is now secure on her throne. To celebrate the victory and further cement their relationship, Caesar and Cleopatra are now embarked on a journey.
That was still a pathetically simple mission. Yep, that's our town right there. That's Maritis. What a wonderful town it is. Yeah, I mean, this seems like a pretty complicated map. You could probably make a pretty sizable city on it. Kind of surprising that it's that simple. And we definitely could have beaten that one so much faster. We could have beaten that one in a year, I bet. Maybe a little bit more because of the prosperity. But Cleopatra's capital. One second. I'm thinking. So here's the thing. Once again, this is the exact same mission. This is the exact same map that we did the last two Alexandrias on.
Caesar's bloody death at the point
we're not gonna listen to that right now. Like, that's not where I put any of those things, game. But, like, I don't know if I really feel like playing this map for another 3 hours. I know it's the same place, and this is a problem. It's not with the remake, it's a problem with the expansion to Pharaoh. You know, you go to the Valley of the Kings 4 times. You go to Alexandria 3 times. That's literally half of the missions that are... I would like the idea better if my city was still here. Yeah. It did. And they probably didn't have the technology to do it back then. At least the monuments are here. In the remake, when you go back to the Valley of the Kings, none of the monuments are there. really kind of irritated me. But I think in future installments, which is basically just Empire, I think. Let's see. Was it just Empire? No, it was Zeus and Emperor. And Medieval Mare? Medieval Mare was announced city building game set in the Middle Ages by Tilted Mill Entertainment for PC and tablet. Unlike the previous two games by Tilted Mill, Immortal Cities, Children of the Nile, and Caesar 4, the game would not use a 2D engine, but the game would not use a 3D engine, but return to a 2D engine, because Tilted Mill thought 2D works better in terms of players being able to tell what's going on at a glance. Walkers would once again be limited by roadblocks, instead of a more recent radius-based or pseudo-walker system, and players are focused more on building a few cities to great heights rather than restart a new city after each mission. Huh. As of October 2013, Medieval Mare was put on hiatus due to funding challenges. Cool. So, that's a dead game. I'm glad I read through the entire Wikipedia article of a game that's never probably going to come out. But, like, I believe in Emperor and maybe Zeus, although I don't think I've ever actually played Zeus. I played Emperor a little bit with a bootleg copy. But I believe in Emperor, there were times when you went back to cities, but there was actually, like, the city that you built there. Like, I like the idea of going back to the same map and seeing the map change, but when I have to build the city from the ground up, it's a little irritating. Just a little bit. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Honestly, like, the requirements for this city is basically the same as the last one. You need 2,000 more people, and that's not even that difficult. I am going to play this mission, but I don't think I'm going to play it today. I think we're going to wrap this game up. I had 6 playable estates in the last mission. Actually, I had probably about 9 or 10 of them. But yeah, I think we're going to wrap up Pharaoh the next time I stream Pharaoh, because this is basically the last mission. And then we'll have a little bit of a discussion about how I feel about the game. But I think that's going to be it for today. It's a little bit of a shorter stream. Not really. I think about 4 hours is about what I've typically been doing. But I'm going to go get dinner. And then we'll go from there. Maybe there's a non-zero chance that I might come back and stream something else. But I wouldn't bet money on it. I would probably say that's probably about a 10% chance. I don't know. But thank you, everybody, for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. And hopefully you all have a good day. Till next time. Happy gaming. And have a good day.